Hello, I am alive. And welcome back to another stream. Of course, I started the stream before I even changed the blade title and then started saying, oh, I'm a Crusader Kings. But no, this is now a Punishing Grey Raven stream. And I'm going to continue with the newest chapter in Punishing Grey Raven. Of course, I already got the new girl, which is interesting.
その2つの食品を混ぜ合わせてはいけません。そんな意外と美味しいです。
So yeah, she's an interesting character to say for the least. But anyway, I'm also experimenting with streaming on Kick and on Twitch to see if my delay isn't too bad. The only reason why I haven't done it in the first place because when I first tried to do it I had pretty bad stream delay on Twitch. But that was years ago now. So as I just double check everything seems to be running smoothly. That's what I like to see. Anyway, I'm gonna check out with some of the new chapter and the new update. I have noticed, I'm just gonna do like an overview review, that here's a good example of my beautiful Rosetta. They added a thing called Harmony, which you can further improve your weapons, your special weapons. I chose Catherine because she gives me a physical defense bonus, and Rosetta's all about destroying people's defense, so they become nice and squishy. Now, she would be even better if I fully evolved her, which I'm slowly doing. Now, it took me 3 years to get here. 3 years, and there's still people ahead of me because they spent a lot more money on this game than I ever did. Can't beat the whales. Anyway, this is doing this event. We can waste money on for a 3-year-old outfit. Now, there's also Abyssal Melody, which does seem interesting. Oh, this is the boss fight version. Oh, actually, I might do that. That sounds like fun. Oh, yeah, I haven't even finished doing this. Yeah. Let's make me go, You know, actually, I might as well do a showcase of a character and learn how it works. No, that's not that it. It's the boss fight. Trial of Righteousness. Ironic that the character of judgment and righteousness has been hunted down by the purifying force. Let's actually figure out what she's actually like. The girl and her robot. But she's a construct. Technically, she is a machine. Is she a machine with a machine? And answer is yes. Alright. Teach me how to use her. Well, that seems simple. It's been a while since I played an archer character. The last one I played is Bianca. Alright, that seems simple. So dramatic. Alrighty, let's go to the second one. Let's go. Everything seems to be going well. Just a few seconds behind. Upon entering tactical cypher, Echo starts charging, during which Seeded Orbs are temporarily replaced by Cypher Orbs. When a Cypher Orb is pinned, Silici will unleash a sword wave to damage the enemy. When fully charged, Echo will activate Judgment Zone. Allies with Judgment Zone will be healed. Oh, okay, true to her name, she is I should be actually paying attention to this. She dodged, move, combo. That is very anime. Discussing prison co-strike, Echo can consume a soul shadow mark inside Judgment Zone to unleash a soul breaking co-strike. Interesting. Okay. And you just spam. Honestly, I didn't realize the robot had a female voice. Because when I did the story, when she met the robot, I did a rather mechanical voice. Male mechanical voice, so good to know, I guess. I don't even remember her name. She made a huge impression on me. Alright, so let's go. Let's go. So you charge up the shot, that's interesting. Yeah. So you just spam and charge, that's interesting. Let's go, charge her up. And I'm not even in range. Let's go. Let's just keep going. Let's charge. I'm not even paying attention to the enemy, I'm just more focused on my abilities. I haven't even used a spacebar attack, but oh well. Huh. Which is definitely going to take some time to get used to. Any of the new characters that way. Well, I got her, but what level is she? Wait, 689. Yeah, she definitely needs more. Let's see here. Actually, should probably bother to learn her name. Alisa. So Signa. There we go. I haven't even locked the auto mode yet. Pardon me. I'll use defense. I got so many now. Physical amplifier. There she is. All members attack increased by 10. When fires, physical damage increased by 5. Interesting. Oh, hello there. Best viewers on card, I don't even know what that means. Alright, let's go. Let's charge up attack. I need to play her in a very different style. I'm gonna say this every time. So dramatic. 5. Fünf. Too easy. There we go. I didn't even bloody equip it. Perfect. Now that's what I like to see. I don't even have any upgrades for these weapons. Sure, just even the cold mode even exists. Yeah, co-ops still exist. They moved the UI around. They haven't even bothered fixing this up. What the hell is this? This is what's all on the right hand side. It's what? And it's doing my head in. Since the UI's been swapped, was this voodoo magic? I won't continue her challenge until I fully upgrade her. What other challenges can I do? I'm just pressing all buttons at this point. Yeah, give me those cards. Done that. Trial, I'll do once she's upgraded. Jeez, my head hurts. That's the story. Oh, I'm almost finished Clash Defiant. I'm not gonna have a perfect score because of the time. Yeah, I'll save. I mean, these are my strongest units. It's not pure meta, but well then, reset. Oh, it reset. Well, I guess I have to do that all over again. Ooh. Fantastic. Obtain operator. Achieve a time limit goal 1 round. Achieve time. Clearly I have failed all of that. Might as well do that. I will get that win streak. I will give me my rewards. Oh, I guess I'm doing this miserable. I mean, these three are super strong. Even though they don't really complement each other. Last time I focused on Rosetta. Maybe if I should just focus on Alpha. Maybe that would be better. And again, Rosetta's all about destroying people's... Oh, I did also have new upgrades. Well, I guess I'll be committed now. I was planning to just restart, but there. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It all doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's just destroy them all. didn't mean to switch it, but okay. I'm committed now. Get out of my sight. Oh. Yeah, okay, that was the easy one. Let's go. Alright, speed up some fools. Nice and easy. I mean, I can just solo the game with just her. Well, it's fun to switch it up. And just blast them away like the rats they are. Be gone from my sight. You don't belong here. That was quicker than the last one. She really is best girl. People want to be dominated by a sadomasochist. Well, I appreciate the nice skills. Alright, let's go. Let's destroy your defenses. That's more like it. Let's do some of that damage. Let's go. I wasn't even got my ult yet. Oops. I thought I did. Normally when I do that attack, I already have my ult. Never mind. Let's go. Bit tanky, but then again, he's made to be beaten up by his ascendants. Alright, let's go. Oh. Time to destroy them all. Just like that. Beautiful. And almost dead. Ah, big attack. That's what I like to see. Okay, you can see a lot there. A little bit too exposed. That's my kill. Let's go. Ah, that beautiful damage. Now, die for me. Say goodbye to your defenses. Oh, is one of them already dead? Let's go. Oh yeah. Wow, that was easier than the last fight. Let's continue. You think you can run away from me? That's an insult. You're not escaping. You belong here with me. Alright, let's ruin you. I remember when I first fought against Hu Xiao, I actually struggled because I struggled with her attacks. I love the way characters are now, I don't really need to know her patterns. Even though I learned her patterns. Just from constantly fighting her. I just don't really need to pay attention that much. There we go. And I'm gonna switch. I want her defenses gone. Oh, I can already do it again. Fabulous. Not as strong, but you can certainly do the trick. Well, that's a lot happening there. There we go. And I did not dodge that for some reason. Rude. And let's go. Just being a bit stubborn. There we go, dead. That's what I like to see. Dead and buried. That's what the fate of AIs are. Created by men. If you want to create the perfect woman. And I start that one up. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't as much damage of an intro I wanted, but yeah, well. Not the strongest. Wait, come on. Charge up. There we go. Say goodbye to your health. Come to me and die. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Nice. There we go. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to die now. This is the end. I didn't fully finish the move before it died.
この勝利が終幕ではないわ。この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。
Alright, let's go. It should be a simple one. They're just normal constructs, so nothing too special. I create this dome to trap me in, but they are trapped here with me. And they shall not escape. You shall be forever in my little prison. That's what I like to see. Oh, you cheeky bugs. Beautiful. There we go. Ooh, yeah, cheeky. No, 9. Not allowed to do that. Knock it off. Get that nonsense out of here. Get out of here. Now, say goodbye. Get out of here. Wow. They were a bit cheeky, but they're dead now. That's what's their fate. Their fate is to die. Bloody Mechavania. Imagine being named after an Italian politician. And then Colombia is named after Columbus, and in America is named after America, so yeah. Imagine naming a country not after an Italian. His first stage is almost gone. What's the normal? I forgot the game mode it's called. Oh, I can still attack. Nice. Stuff your foolish cutscenes. It didn't do as much. Carried all the damage I wanted. Because I wanted to finish this fight already. Goodbye. Be gone. I didn't do the... Why didn't the boost work? Let's go. There we go. That's what I like to see. Cheeky little dog. There we go. Oh, this is version. Wait. I totally stumped that up. Why is it? It healed. It bloody hit. So that's what happens when you fail that. Well, I just wasted time. I was almost finished the gosh darn fight. I know, like you have to keep dodging or missing my attacks. That's why I hate that stage. Because it does not target on the spots where you need to do those orb attacks. Alright. Alright, that did the trick. Could have saved like 30 seconds off that, but oh well. Oh, do you will. Ah. Let's go. We've got some names to take and freaks to kill. Get out of my sight, you bloody hangman. Most annoying enemy in the game. This is the only enemy that can fight through the matrix. Well, apart from some certain bosses. Alright. There we go. Come on. There we go. Getting trapped behind a store. Get that foolish nonsense out of here. That's what I like to see. And the problem with this spot is some of my attacks will always get dodged by her when she fires up. Alright, let's just tear you apart. Limb by limb. Oh, it got me. Rude. Oh my, I thought I went on my car on that one. There we go. Nice big damage. And of course it missed it. This is why I hate this boss. The gay ass attack. Dodging my moves. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I'm done. I shouldn't have done that. I wasted it. Because of this stupid flying insect. How about you just die already? Let's do that. Be nice. There we go. Try dodging this one now, freak. There we go. Get punished, get punished. You belong in hell, and I shall personally send you there for the crime of dodging my attacks. There we go. I failed that. I didn't fail that last time. Maybe this is the worst run. Alright. Now let's go. I said, let's... Why does the tank just instantly drains my, this boss fight instantly drained all my stamina? There we go. Oh, now my plaything issue. Lady of Kulong. Your fate is at the end of my sword. Let's go. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. Ooh. There we go. Goodbye, Shu. Oh, she's at 50, almost at 50%. Just need to keep punching her. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. I shall shred you, tear you apart, destroy you. Perfect. There we go. Alright, it's almost over. Spent almost like almost 3 minutes on this. It feels kind of cheesy to use 3 against her, because they're just spending their ults and you can just avoid taking damage at all. Invincibility frames for the win. There we go. It's over. Yeah, shut up. We're continuing. We're finishing this. Why only this guy gets a cutscene? None of the others get a cutscene. But Dragon Boy does. Still don't know why they call you a rat. Even in the context of the story, you're not exactly sneaking around. So I have no idea. There we go. There we go.
我が刃と化せ生死を
And this is only his first phase.
私が断ち切る
So we'll have his second phase to go through. Not sure how we can beat him in 120 seconds, because I'm already at that number already.
純粋な骨に
Even if I do like the meta defense build, might probably get like an extra 20 seconds or something. But I do not know how to fully blitz him, even if I'm fully upgraded. Hmm.
孔明苦難はここで燃やし尽くします
There we go.
希望が怪人から生まれ変わります私は貫け
We'll just keep punishing him.
で誰でもいいから好きだらけ私に任せてください風より解かれる力我が刃と化せ
That's it, boyo.
歯応えないわ宿命の風
Destroy him.
私が断ち切る最悪はすべて私と共に虚空に返します透明の中に消え失せます隙だらけに
69, huh?
希望が怪人から生まれ変わります
Hope you get out of my sight.
貫け正体の槍
He's complaining,
誰でもいい
that's for sure. He's trying to grab me. You know,
くらいの痛みなら
and they did grab me. I don't know how you can suplex Rosetta, but
風より解かれる力我が
since she's essentially created to be a war machine,
私に任せてください
I did not take any damage during that. Interesting. And they got me, because I had no
最悪はすべて私と共に虚空に
I had no stamina.
苦難は
How about I fry your brains out with the magic of hope and French?
希望が怪人から生まれ変わります貫け
There we go.
正体の槍これくらいの痛みなら
Really? You cheeky a-hole.
風より解かれる力我が刃と化せ生私貫け歯応えないわ宿命の風は
Let's destroy you. Yeah, this has taken me up to 4 minutes to do. I don't know how to do this. And I stuffed that up in 1 minute 20 seconds. There's just one beefy boy that needs to be pegged down to size.
風より解かれる力我が刃と化せ無駄な抵抗をやめなさい
Really? That's stupid.
苦難はここで燃やし尽くします
Well, you're gonna die now.
怪人から生まれ変わります
And get out. Stay dead.
願いは彼方へと飛び続けます
The screw will always help. Yeah. I can't do this. Well, I guess... Yep, 20 minutes. Now I'm able to fully complete it. Well, I'm gonna do the challenges. Because there's nothing I can do. Even with meta teams, they can't do it. because it would just take too long. It's definitely that challenge is definitely for the whales. The only way you can beat that is like min-max everything in that time limit. Cat crab. Maybe this is what's making me tired of the game. I just can't keep up. Can't keep up. I'm falling behind. Even though I have good characters and weapons, it's just ain't enough. It's not good enough. Not better. Actually, speaking of... No, that's the wrong button. That's still the wrong button. Still some... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Still 6 character stories I have not done yet. I mean, I've bought them all at Fondness. You know what? I've got tons of these. You know, I might as well boost to level the ones I've done. Let's see. Wrong button. Alright. And she's already telling me in her bed. I'm gonna get playing for an hour. Secret. What's her secret? None of this, her last secret is none of the secrets here is a fantasy or an illusion. Okay, what was the 11th secret? Most of the secrets here came from mysterious pen palace and Selena. We entered in the fray by Ella. These are some pretty lazy secrets. Lee, my boy.
前の指揮官よりあなたの方が扱いやすいです。ええ、悪くはないと思います。
What's your secrets? Oh. Yes. With the new harmonizing thing, I actually had a little look at it a little bit earlier. Because I applied it to Rosetta. Because she's my girl. You can actually bind your, memories to the weapon. I mean, you can change it at a cost. But I chose Catherine because she gives me defense reduced bonuses, which is essentially Rosetta's whole deal. And you can change it at any time, but it does, cost you these tic tacs. It does, so it is better to pick one you want for your character first, then invest a memory into them. If you already have a character which you've been building up for ages, like I had with Rosetta, then you might as well just put more things into them. But for Alisa, I'm not too sure. I'm still working on her. I'm using the PGR wiki as my guide for building her. I know it has this the build recommendation. But you know, I just get things from the wiki. I don't care about what people on the actual games say. I care about those nutters who spent ages improving and making the wiki better. Those are the ones I care about. It's not unlocking a weapon, it's just essentially enhancing a weapon you already have in the end. It's pretty much what it's all about. Now, I was doing something. Yes. Yes. Just gonna do that one later. I'm gonna do that later because I want to have a bit of fun with that one. Actually, how is my guild doing? Who's this most schizo? Why am I so low? It's not like I've missed a day. Huh. Do I... Alright, never mind. So Fruity is my schizo. Wait, this is my clan. I need to check something. Or is it just people in my server? So hard. Whoa. I never could get that life off badge because there was no one to play with, sadly. Members. My glorious members. I need more. What rank are we? It's been a while since I last checked. Yeah, I don't do this for money. And I haven't been streaming for the past week. Can't exactly hit affiliate. Oh, we've dropped. 73. Damn, we used to be in the top 50. I really am falling behind. Jeez Louise. What the hell? We're not terrible, we're pretty good. Most of us are on high end, but jeez. I mean, we almost finished this challenge. You know. Jeez. Oh, a Sensor. I'm gonna make you a command and elite, since you've been doing well. Here's my top 10 Parcel. Right now, a command and elite. Remu. Good old Remu. Remu and roll all my legends. The only two people I actually talk to in this game. Oh, that's right. I was boosting infection. Jeez. My brain really has turned numb. Alright, Lee. Has a habit of digitalizing important matters. Amazing. Lee. I've got tons of these.
嫌いとは言ってません。
This is Sundari. After some incident, Kamui and a few others tried to trap Lee, but his intellect saved him from an untimely demise. I think trap means forced to play games with him. That's unfortunate. After inquiring the Commandant's consent, Lee has digitalized an archive data obtained through Commandant's observation. From my perspective. Interesting. Lucia.
指揮官への理解が深まった気がします。
I'd like to try EAR. What? What on earth is that? Voodoo magic. Voodoo magic. Oh well. Worry about every little movement of the Commandant. Of course she is. Because she learns to love them. Oh wait, I don't. Well, the Commandant's you, so you know it could be he or she. Lucia.
指揮官への理解が深まった気がし
It
ま
was
す。
the same voice lines. Because of the early versions.
指揮官への理解が深まった気がします。
Release characters can actually stay temporarily airborne for the levitation capabilities of her blades. Didn't know that. Has once stormed through an entire war zone area while carrying the Commandant. No, that's believable. Don't you want to be picked up by a strong... Don't you... Yeah, that's... Oh, I keep pressing this stupid button. Don't you want to be picked up by a strong mechanical woman whose conscience and soul was transferred into a mechanical body to be the perfect fighting force?
指揮官への理解が深まった気がします。
I'll just
これ
quit that.
は一体。おはようございます。指揮官。地球を取り戻すため、今日も頑張ります。
That's right, everyone. Work hard for humanity. For humanity is the best. Lucia. Let's, or
ここから連れ出すなんて簡単。
I
こん
already
なおまま
maxed
ごと
her
に
out.
飽きたら言ってね。
Never mind. Gone crazy. Cares about the Grey Raven squad's movements. Ah, that's how Lucia. Standing in tall places. That's funny. There we go. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, I'm actually running low. Bulk accessories. That didn't max her out. Ha. Well, since I already maxed out Liv's and Lee's. Huh. Alright. I'm actually running
手を
out
つないで
gifts.
くれますか。それが私の一番欲しい大切なプレゼントですから。
Oh, good. Lucia would stand guard outside of Commandant's room from time to time. knows that everyone is treating her the same way like she was before, and is grateful for that. Well, maybe not Ayla. Well, then Ayla did try to hit on the Commandant while she was a bit loopy in the mine. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. So you can look at, I'm not sure how to properly pronounce her name, Elisa. And good luck. Well, I am back, and my soul has entered my body again. Alright, alright. Got a drink. Feeling much better now. Dear. Now I think it's high time to continue the story. Ever-glowing justice. Buried nightmare. Ah, my brilliant. Don't be afraid. Run. Run out of this place. The purple-haired construct sways up to the sound of the flickering bonfire. She sits straight, exhaling deeply. Despite the many times she reassures herself that no one can find her here, her nightmares never get any less frightening. Omnipresent, they eat away her flesh and bones like countless imperceptible insects. The dimly glowing armor thrums quietly, lowering her head toward the purple-haired girl. Oh, her name is Celestia. Celestia? Celestia? I'm just gonna say Celestia. I'm okay, Celestia. And please, don't call me by that name again. I'm Echo now. She literally changed her name from Elisa to Echo. What, so symbolize that she's a fragment of what was once herself. Echo seems to be responding to the thrumming armor, or perhaps talking to herself. Bending down to dust her shoes, she noticed a fluttering flame from the corner of her eye. as she recalls the intense explosion. Memories of the past inevitably rush back into her mind, seemingly transporting her back to that day through the flame. Okay, you're gonna have a flashback. That day. Don't look back. Keep running. Weren't you going to pursue your justice? Weren't you going to end this darkness? Don't look back. Run. Keep running. You have to get away from here. You have to get away. The piercing scream struck in her throat. The rusty scent of blood, stopping her from shouting the name out loud. All she can do is follow her body's instincts and keep running forward. That seems the only way she can escape the nightmare on her heels. That day. Ever-glowing justice. I actually need to boost up the audio a bit more. There we go. Is this the past? Who's there? Oh, can I? Oh, I have to kill them. I just need to charge up my attacks. A bit low. Yes. Is it not working? Dear. Dear oh me. Just start the story. Ah yes. Enjoy the new adventure. Now it doesn't work. Wow, what a great release, you know, new chapter, new event, new stuff. Ah, there should be new improvements. Ah, but the story breaks on the very first chapter. Wow, amazing. I don't know if it was this Utopia Flying Fortress. Alright, let's go, I guess. You're my days, Jax. Oh, I really hate being a god. I want to go in and do something more fun, like run an art museum. What is there? Oh no, whack the crap out of you. That's what I'd be like as a god. I'll leave those mirrors most likely just launching me off there. Oh, I can't use my other attacks, I don't know. Alright, it works now, excellent. That was a quick reaction. She called it a sister.
ライナから研究所がパニックだと聞きました。衛兵もしばらくは来ないかも。逃げるなら今です。初めて一緒に戦いますね。
The guard's like, oh, I just realized, oh, this is a bad time to be here. Oh, that thing moves fast.
私の後ろは姉さんに任せます。
She says Silica, but she actually says sister.
無知の幕を下ろせ。秩序再建。秩序再建。無知の
So
幕を
I
下
don't know
ろ
what's
せ。
up that from that.
秩序再建。
Alright, let's go.
秩序再建。決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く。
I guess for this chapter we'll find out what the deal is their
秩
story.
序再建。無知の幕を下ろせ。
Alright, this is new. Don't... I'm sorry, don't look back. Keep running. Weren't you going to pursue your justice? When are you going to end this darkness? You have to get away from here. You have to get away. Ah, my brilliant. The unsettling whispers keep haunting her until the first glow of daylight strings her eyes. Echo's mind is still hurting slightly. The arm puts a hand on her shoulder, seemingly hoping for her to rest for a little longer. However, there's no time, Seleki. Her gaze briefly stays on the terminal imprinted on with the black ant. Standing up nimbly, Echo cleans up her face and shakes off her exhaustion. This is the closest conservation area to that place. If Lena escaped, this is the most likely place she'll be. I have to find her, no matter what. Echo bites her lips, trying her best not to consider the worst case scenario. Having secured Cecily, she enters the conservation area alone. It's been a long time since the incident at the Etchard. What is the timeline? I hope it clears it out with the story. As the boundary of the clean zone gets clearer and clearer, conservation areas inside the clean zone are gradually developed. Despite how the punishing virus ravages on other areas, how the Hetra creatures are still evolving in secret, and how the path ahead is still uncertain. A glimmer of hope is enough for humanity to spring back with a surprise vigor. They take root in this tainted earth and grow anew. This conservation area is situated at the edge of the clean zone. Many constructs are traveling to and fro, likely exploring the border of the clean zone. Have you heard? Grey Raven Commandant is coming to this conservation area. Isn't Grey Raven missing a captain? I heard from a friend that their captain is locked up after contracting an ascendant without a authorization. I don't know anything about that. I was only told by a friend from management who said the Commandant was coming here to investigate the missing humans. That happened so long ago. Why are you investigating it now? I suppose these big shots were too busy for us. Maybe they're starting the investigation again after the rumors of the Hedgehog creatures eating humans in nearby conservation areas. The Grey Raven Chad Commandant? Echo pretends to organize the boxes nearby while quietly remembering this information. She has heard of the Grey Raven Commandant. Grey Raven. I heard their Commandant is a very special human. The Commandant has been active on the front line, fighting against the punishing virus non-stop to reclaim the Earth. The Commandant would protect Grey Raven, and Grey Raven risked their lives to save the Commandant. Tish, such a squad like that really exists. Even if it does, what are the chances that everyone could run into a team and a Commandant like that? Don't look at me like that. I never thought it would be like working with the Commandant. I just don't want another fool losing their life over sentiment that might not even exist. In that hazy, unclear memory, although the details are missing, the speaker seemed to believe every word said. Why do I look up to the chief? Perhaps it's because I heard a lot of bad reports about the chief. In the beginning, it was just the scores and data from the school announcement, but later, Kulong, Puller Forest Park, Copperfield Aquarium, the Hedge Tower. As a regular human, the chief has accomplished many impossible events in the battlefield. More importantly, no matter how horrible this world becomes, the chief never stops holding a heart of integrity. Echo snaps out of her daze. Fortunately, the two constructs of opposite her have not noticed anything strange. It's gonna be too late. If the hedgehog creatures really were eating humans, then it would be anything left to be found. What's the point of coming now? Do you have anything else interesting? I don't think so. I heard the Purifying Force is hunting some experimental construct, maybe. Nothing concrete, though. The information hasn't really been passed here, and I haven't seen what the test subject looks like. I just heard the construct has purple hair, but constructs with purple hair are everywhere. Look, there's one right there. He nods toward Echo casually. An escaped experimental construct wouldn't have stayed inside the clean zone. Anyway, probably went outside a long time ago. Stop worrying about that. Let's go back to the patrolling. I hate to see more hedgehog creatures on the outskirts of our defenses. Gets called out, leaves. Constructs begin to walk as they talk. Echo takes a small breath of relief. Small droplets of sweat. Why is she sweating? She shouldn't be able to. Small droplets of sweat sweep from her palms, moisturizing the cracked artificial skin that she has not taken care of for a while. Luckily, Babylonia's arrest warrant has not reached this conservation area at the edge of the clean zone yet. Taking out a handkerchief to wipe away the sweat, Echo looks down and avoids the two constructs' route. Perhaps rending to Babylon is also a valid choice of atonement. She does not fear death, but now is not the time. She cannot die like that yet. She must find Lena. Constella. The McDonald girl with white hair stands before the simulation machine, comparing the data in her hands with intense focus. As she is about to perform the next simulation, her comms terminal starts clicking to this faint rune. Dulasina. He stops talking as he sees a blinking simulation machine behind Dulasina from the corner of his eye. You're still doing simulations? Yes. I'm trying to place different data samples in varying situations to simulate diverging stories. In different scenarios, with disparate initiating incidents, the same two sets of data will produce drastically dissimilar stories. Right. And you're still obsessed with that ending, aren't you? I'm not sure, but having noticed my desire to continue this endeavor, I decided to do so. I'm using two sets of data samples I briefly used during Ballet Clash. Repeated simulations show very different results as I switch up the scenarios. Which two data samples have you been using? The Grey Raven Commandant and an individual named Echo. Those two, huh? Zaventa's thinks in silence, briefly before gently smiling. I think the story that happens in the real world will always be more fascinating than the one simulated. The real world? Having lived in Constella ever since she was born, Dulasina does not seem to have a concrete concept of the real world. What would the story in the real world look like? Do you want to go out and find out yourself? Go out? But you charge me to stay in Constella to keep other awakened machines safe. Don't worry about it. I'll transfer a part of the management clearance to the other associates. Just follow your heart. Blinking lights of the simulation machine begins to dim one by one, and the giant machine eventually stops humming. The Magnoid girl with white hair is nowhere to be found in this vacant room. Girl, just a modern machine. Although Echo has not found any information on the Aurorus Squadron in the conservation areas, on her way here, she firmly believes that the sinful swarm must still exist. This is a conservation area that sits at what is currently detected as the border of the clean zone. With the CPF and the Invo Hedge Tower, there's almost no punishing forest here, but with its proximity to the edge of the clean zone, this area is still occasionally disturbed by hedgehog creatures and corrupted. However, occasionally, what has been happening is a little too frequently these days. Conservation areas update their missing persons registry regularly. Given the situation on the servers, it's no surprise to find people missing every now and then. However, it is inevitable for someone to notice that 3 nearby conservation areas have been reporting similar reports of hetero creature related missing persons for an extended period of time. Are the frequent appearances of hetero creatures and the real culprits of those missing people? Commandant. Your watering mind record. You close the report in your hands and look out the barren landscape files, past you outside the window indicating the long distance between you and a conservation area ahead. Okay. So you didn't hear a word I said during my mission briefing just now. Putting down his terminal, Lee turns around to look at you resignedly. Hetero creature related missing persons? It's not like I tallied the missing persons report from the last cycle. In an instance of hetero creature related missing persons, I found in conservation areas 107, 8, and 9, near the border of the clean zone. These occurrences have been happening in a stretch of connected conservation areas for a while. Given the strange phenomena that happens in the globular forest around Invo Hedge Tower previously, the military hypothesizes that the powerful hetero creatures may be residing in the surroundings in this area, or ascendants. This was not Grey Raven's mission initially, however, thinking back to the first group of Constella's residents you met. The clean zone? There are dangers found even in the outskirts of the clean zone? I was a woman. Yeah, many people went missing in conservation areas that are aboard of the clean zone haven't been found. The higher-ups just called them hetero creature related. I'm not gonna say that word. My friend was staying around there. I wrote him after it settled down, but his father replied and said he hadn't returned because of it. My sister was there. Residents talk among themselves. Despite their calm expressions, every story they recall is tainted with blood. Family never looked into it. Some people have come to investigate every once in a while, but those hetero creatures are some tricky bastards. They never show up when they are Paulonians stationed here. Oh, speaking of which, aren't you a commandant from Babylonia? If you have a chance, only if you have a chance, can you go check it out? I'm not asking you to do anything, it's just that, I will. It's wonderful. This is why you sought out this mission after you noticed it. Lee frowns, turning the next side of the mission briefing. We're about to arrive in Conservation Area 109, which is the closest conservation area to 112. 112. The one destroyed by hetero creatures previously. Our mission is to investigate the cause of the missing persons while searching for their whereabouts in the surrounding area. That's about it. Lee quickly finishes the briefing, having noticed that you start spacing out again. How long until we arrive in 09? We're almost there, it's right ahead. Grey structures start appearing in the horizon right as you say that. As you approach the conservation area, you notice residents coming out to harvest vegetables and fruits as reserves. Perhaps the existence of the clean zone has provided them enough comfort that the residents do not seem to be in despair. Instead, they watch the heavy military vehicle passing by with curiosity. Lee carefully inspects your protective suit once more to make sure everything is flawless before opening the door and letting you out. The sound of commotion immediately draws your attention the moment you land. Hey, this is our land. Pick your fruits elsewhere. But this place? Did I not make myself clear? Unsatisfied with the answer, the aggressive man takes a swing at the other person. Hold it, the sheriff is in town. Stop. A female constructor you don't know shows up next to them before you can say anything, grabbing the man's wrist. I've read the regulations of conservation areas. In Chapter 3, Article 8, the rules regarding resources supplies clearly state that produce outside the conservation farms are free to gather and pick. Regulations? Who gives a damn about regulations about like this? Do those regulations fill our stomachs? No, regulations don't feed, but they do protect. Not the only person living off this land. Everyone gets to live if you just follow the rules. Why wouldn't you do so? It's none of your effing business. The angry man tries to break free of the girl's grip, but the construct with purple hair does not relent, staring right in the man's eyes without fear. Well, she's right, though. Those resources aren't personal assets. You can't evict her. Who the hell are you? Hearing your voice, the angry man turns to look to you, only to find Lee standing with you, fully armored and armed. He flinches, his voice quiet. Well, I imagine Lee's just standing there with his massive gun. It's like, sup? Do I need to repeat the regulations of conservation areas to you? Pooh, just my luck. The man spits on the ground and scowls at the timid woman before turning around and leaving. The woman trembles silently, despite seemingly having something she wants to say. Her lips quake before she eventually turns around and leaves, running into the woods behind her. The purple-haired girl seems accustomed to scenes like this. Gently wiping off the stains on her cuff, she turns to depart. Excuse me? Surprised and confused, the girl turns back to you. Oh, yeah, we haven't actually met. So I am guessing that Ayla never told me about her squad. So the only reason why I probably don't know. Elisa. You are a construct stationed in this conservation area. And you are? I am the Grey Raven Chad from the Babylonian Task Force. I almost died 10 times, but I'm still kicking. You're not sure why. She's physically tense up seeing you upon hearing your identification. The question is, will she keep calm under pressure? I'm not from this conservation area. I'm just passing through. If that's all, goodbye. She performs an extremely complicated set of gestures of seemingly bid you farewell, but quickly walking away. What was she doing? I think that's the salute of taking leave as written in the Well Government's Rules of Etiquette, 3rd edition. That's the thing. I ran into this book by chance when organizing the old data in my database. Who follows rules of etiquette nowadays? Anyway, let's head inside the conservation area first. Construct does not look hostile. There's no uncommon constructs on the surface like Babylon after all. My top priority now is to enter the conservation area to investigate the hedgehog related mission first. We have a more important mission. Retaining a safe distance in case she needs to run away. Echo hides the woods nearby, carefully observing the activities in the conservation area. They have not noticed anything unusual, it seems. Clearly, she's not important. The Grey Raven Commandant from Babylonia. Lena said that the Grey Raven Commandant is trustworthy. Despite how hazy Echo was in Costelia, she remembers Sika saying that she looked up to the Grey Raven Commandant and hoped to become someone like the Commandant. Take a shot every time the word Commandant is used. Although the Commandant did not speak up earlier, Echo is still unsure if she can take the risk. Can she bet on the chance that the Commandant does not know she's currently being pursued, or the Commandant will help her destroy that place and find Lena, even when knowing she is wanted? What? She fought Hanina and Corono. Listen, time is short. You have to find the armor and take away her from here. What about you, Lena? Where are you? I'm coming to get you. Me? Don't worry about me where I am. His voice sounded frail. There's a commotion in the lab, so no one's paying attention to you. You're in the lab, aren't you? Yes. Stop worrying about me. Don't look back. Keep running. I'll find my way out. Weren't you going to pursue your justice? Weren't you going to end this darkness? Run. Keep running. You have to get away from here. You have to get away. During the mysterious commotion, Lena guided her to connect with the armor sister and escape, but she her mind. But but she and her mind also got severely damaged during the battle. Afterwards, she only held on a vague memory where she invaded her pursuers and separated with the Emma, living in disguise as Lena, with the terminal Lena left her. Perhaps her mind was subconsciously trying to protect her from disasters, or her mind had suffered some complications after the damages. We cannot recall any details of that period of time. By the time she was fully conscious, the armor was right in front of her. Her mind hummed as her sister called for her desperately. We, our dead souls buried in the past, echoes, we forged from lust and sin. But not Lena, from Iris Barbara. Where is Lena then? Lena always kept her word, but she would find her way out. She would definitely escape. Echo stares at the fences around the conservation area, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. This is the closest conservation area to that place. If Lena escaped the explosion, she must have passed through here. And if Lena did not manage to escape, we'll return to a place they called Utopia to destroy everything and find her. Ironic, it's called Utopia. Although Echo has not found any information on the Aurora Squadron in the conservation areas on her way here, she finally believes that the sinful swarm must still exist. As the first wave of conservation area residents who headed out to gather fruit starts returning, the woods are getting noisy. Echo closes her eyes and thinks for a second before turning around and departing. Well, isn't that interesting? Connected clues. Chrono. Armor-like test subject. Large laboratory base. Mysterious. Come after one another. Joined together by invisible. How many bases does Chrono have? I know they were a powerful pre-punishing age organization that had many facilities. But geez, do I really need massive like utopian bases? I don't know. Sounds a bit, over the top. Upon opening the data report, you find entries to people from the Conservation Area 109 who went missing in the past few days. A few quarters. I don't even know what that means. Due to hetero creature attacks. The data is indeed highly unusual. The people lost in the hetero creature's attack should have been... I'm just trying to put a plug in because I'm getting cold here. So I'm gonna turn on my heater. I would live somewhere that's so cold. Okay. People lost here in hetero creature attacks could have been healthy adults laboring outside, but most of them mentioned in the report until the age of brackets between 10 to 15 and 50 to 60. I've compiled the data from the Conservation Area 108 reports. The results are similar to the one you're holding. Where's my Liv? There's Lee, but I don't have Lucia or Liv. Where's my other two members? Either the staff from both of these conservation areas have collectively lost their minds and forged the data, or they didn't go missing because of hetero creatures. His expression turns solemn. We have to open the investigation again. Terminal rings right. As he says that, the man from the Science Council has timely arrived. Updates? The deftly extracted information from the mail, rearranging the words as they leak from page to page from the hidden message. Code 019. Internal assessment for Fort Winter experiment was in progress. City 23, Conservation Area 12. These are all Babylonians records, or minor outposts destroyed by hetero creatures. These brief words contain countless tears and blood. Lee turns quiet. He knows as well you do what it means to run the names of those small outposts appear in the report of Fort Winter. Area 112 isn't far away from us. Maybe we should check it out first. Understood. I will prepare our ride. Lee turns to leave the room without a moment of hesitation. The words continue to flicker on the tunnel under the dim light. Clearly, Asimov wants you to investigate conservation area 12, 11, 112, 112, and find something to connect the dots by sending you the message. Still, can there be any clues left after such a long time? You hear the doorknob turn. Is that right? Ready? If I see a person who I ran off before and come back to me, I'll be extremely suspicious. Instead of Lee, the construct with Pebble Harry slowly walks in. Hello? You covertly press the alarm button on your terminal to notify Lee of the unexpected situation. Yeah, okay, yeah, totally would do the same. Hello, Grey Raven Commandant. You may call me Echo. I'm a constructor from Utopia. Utopia? Purple-haired Lil looks a little tense. Gently closing the door, she makes sure that no one can spot her inside the room before saluting you with a complicated greeting salute like she did during the day. Well, government's rules of etiquette, 3rd edition. I'm here to propose an alliance. It can't hurt to be meticulous with my manners. An alliance? I want you to lend me your strength to take down Utopia, Aurora Squadron's secret laboratory. He just being this honest, straight up, with the person. She looks up at you. Her eyes ablaze with resolution, yet somehow you still sense a hint of uncertainty in her expression. Aurora Squadron? Sounds like a military unit. We do not recall such a team in Babylonia. You said you come from Utopia. What is Utopia? Echo hesitates upon hearing your question. I never heard of Utopia or an Aurora Squadron. She pauses for a second before slowly speaking again. Utopia is one of Aurora's Squadron's bases. It's a large laboratory base. They routinely report to a place in Babylonia called Corono. You must have heard of Corono, given that you're also from Babylonia, Grey Raven Commandant. If you lend me your help, I'll let you keep all the contents and data from Utopia after we destroy it. Corono? Could the Aurora Squadron be Corono's private force? You did hear about private military units being deployed by some Corona leadership when you were in Babylonia. Yeah, why do you want to work with me particularly? She could have easily bargained with Babylonia directly with information like this. Hearing that, Echo frowns, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. I'm looking for your help because I've heard your name mentioned by a lot of people. They all spoke highly of you. They said you have a heart of integrity. That's it? I'm out of options. I have to bet you believe me. As for Babylon, I can't seek Babylon's help because I'm being pursued by them at the moment. Pursued by public. Could it be your Corona's escaped test subject? Or should I call you Lena? Alright, yeah, we're putting 2 to 2 together. You were supposed to have received a notification from Chrono Test Subject, the Purifying Force is after Commandant. The Chrono Test Subject is armed with special weapons and is highly dangerous. Do not engage if you encounter her, but report to the Purifying Force immediately. Please be careful if you run into her, Commandant. Liv has warned you about this before your mission. Lena, an IS Wildblood member, has captured by mysterious armor-like test subject in Colosella before disappearing. The incident caused quite a stir within the task force. I wouldn't raise my gun. She puts her hands up, indicating she has no intention to attack. I'm not Lena, even though I was intended one of Utopia's test subjects, but I'm not your enemy. I can easily explain the relationship between Lena and me, but everything will be clear once we find you, Utopia. I'm just here to ask for your help. I'm running out of time. I have to find Utopia. I must find her. Verbal and these people are close. I found more trails of the Aurora Squadron after I left the conservation area this morning. I can't let them find me. I have to do this before they catch me. That's why I'm hoping to offer the experiment data from Utopia in exchange for your help. She bites her lips and stops speaking. It's hard to make a deal with an empty promise. Corona, I would like test subject, large laboratory base. Whether it's the military or Corona, they always withhold some information when sharing data with the Science Council. Only way to completely crush their hope is to prove it's wrong from the big roots. If this construct is telling the truth, this may be a desperate but crucial move in Asimov's and your plan. Still, it's unwise to act so hastily. Incident in Constella has mystifying intel regarding, except test subject Lina has been clearly obfuscated. Still, those are not good enough. The reasons to start work from this unknown construct. So, I have information regarding the mission persons. I know they're related to Utopia. You mean... Almost everyone in this conservation knows that the Grey Raven Commandant is coming here to investigate the missing persons. I can offer you leads. I'm certain that Utopia has something to do with the missing persons. There were often constructs of humans joining us when I was living in Utopia. Some of them came willing, as they sought to live there, while some were taken there. Can you prove what you said? I can take you to where all the branches of Utopia is based to find those missing residents, but I can't possibly tell you everything at once. This information is my only leverage. Go before you seems to be taking extra care of her words. Work with me. I'll slowly tell you everything. Everything about Utopia and the Aurora Squadron. Otherwise... She looks up resolutely. You should know that I'm the only person who knows Utopia intimately enough to lead you to their secret base. The construct looks at you, unfaltering. If she trustworthy, if she more Chronos, what is her objective? Laying a trap to capture you? Still, being an escaped Chrono test subject is a precarious position to be in this situation. Back in Constella, the mission assigned to you was to retrieve the test subject, and the Purifying Force was clearly tasked by some to destroy the test subject, before you and Vanessa made your move. Sod. Zinka, young Commandant, looks concerned as she reports on Constella. I can't help but feel weird, but the final report of this mission... Because of what happened to Lena? Yes, something about it still feels wrong. Lena only encountered the Corona test subject she was protecting us. However, why could she connect directly with a Corona test subject when she was a Caribou member? Why did the military show no doubt whatsoever in her identity and issue in the arrest of water imminently? Is it possible that something is wrong with Lena's identity? I don't want to cast anything down on her, but you're just speculating, not doubting. Shinko seems to have been trapped in this uncertainty ever since she came back from Constella. The timing of Corona's appearance, the Purifying Force's entry, Lena, a Corona test subject, report locked behind a clearance? She presses her brows warmly. Maybe you should trust your gut feeling. Zinka ponders on your words. You're right. I should agonize over it so much. Lena's part of my team at the end of the day, and you find out about her whereabouts. But my hands are tied right now. I can't investigate any further. Can I ask you a favor, Zod? Looking up, Zinka becomes her usual self once more. Shoot. If you find out anything about Lena, when you're on the surface, please don't report it to the Purifying Force immediately. Contact General Wells or President Hanson directly. Can't let Lena fall into Corona's hands. It's just my speculation, but for Corona, Lena may be the most important key to the situation. I'll consider it. If this is just a temporary alliance... Receiving your confirmation, Echo looks visibly more relaxed, even though she is still trying her best to look steady and collected. They give her a temporary as a way to contact each other. Having confirmed when to meet you in the future and how to contact you, she quickly steps out the door and leaves. Commandant? Lead leaps into the room through the window on the side dexterously. He has been guarding outside the door since he received your alarm earlier, but you signal him to wait instead of charging in. Should we trust her? The timing of her appearance is quite convenient. You just arrived for the investigation of the missing persons, and Asimov's message came merely a moment before Echo showed up, claiming herself to be one of Corona's test subjects. Very convenient indeed. Still, can't just leave her be like this. If the Purifying Force finds her and sends her back to Corona, Babylonia will lose an important bargaining chip. That didn't seem like a trap from Corona. She felt too experienced to be a Corona-trained soldier. Her perception was so bad that she couldn't even detect my presence. Oh, nah. Well, the only reason why my views are kind of low at the moment is simply because I've taken like a week break from streaming. I need to stream more often if I'm going to get more views. That tends to be the rule of thumb. Anyway, let's continue. Why would she call herself Echo if she was Lena? There are too many questions running her, and I think we should work with her, Commandant. That's what makes her. That makes me more curious about her intention. If the missing persons from rare conservation areas are related to some plan of Chrono, they're risky. This may prove extremely valuable later on. Even if this Echo was lying, she must still know something about the people who went missing in these conservation areas. Where else could she come up with a companion having to travel through all the areas related to the missing incidents? Still, I think it's too risky. Lucia isn't back yet. Liv still is helping with the reconstruction of Constella. And this construct has never shown up on Babylon's radar apart from the time in Constella. To work with such an enigmatic figure, I still have you with me. That's not a reason for you to take your risk on your own, Commandant. But it is indeed an opportunity. If this gamble pays, the Commandant is a gambling man. He will risk everything for a chance to make it big. A real go-getter. If this gamble pays off, you still have taken out one of Chrono's laboratories. If not, you still be able to bring the Chrono test subject back to Babylonia. I request extra support. In the meantime, be extra careful. I will. Outside conservation area. Believing that she has returned to where she secured the armor unnoticed, Echo sits beside the armor while fiddling with the temporary terminal from the Grey Raven Commandant. With her eyes lowered in deep thoughts, she can feel that the Commandant did not fully trust her. That is fair. If such a legendary Commandant from Babylonia trusted a random construct straight away, Echo would have felt even more uneasy. It is fine. She does not need trust. She only has one goal. She will destroy Utopia. How do you destroy something that's impossible to achieve? It's the real question. Babylonia. Dim light stimulated by the weather system shines through the windows of the conference room, the Babylonia's headquarters. The morning meeting is coming to an end. An oppressive air fills the room as Nikolai frowns while reading the remaining few reports. Any news on the Corona test subject? Not yet. Task force on the surface investigating along the way. There have been a few sightings of purple-haired construct there and there, but nothing concrete. And the Purifying Force? Nothing from them either. The Zarya team is still searching on the surface. Things are complicated down there. Even by casting a wide net to search, it's still gonna take some time. Expand the search body. We have to retrieve the construct before Corona does. The test subject represents something more than just Corona's secret research. We take the opportunity to reinstate Iris Welper. We can't. We have to be careful not to rattle them. Not to mention the finessing WGAA how to do even keep Iris Welper around. Some people from Parliament were even hoping to make use of Lena's disappearance to disband the squad for treason. Even though everyone knows the real reason why they didn't want Iris Welper to be reinstated, Nicholas sneers. Undoubtedly, some people would love for Iris Welper to stop being associated as the discoverers of Constella. Wells flips through the report of the terminal. Stryhawk is investigating the border of the clean zone. Most other teams are carrying out missions. Disregarding the official squads, what about Scarab? They've been standing by on Babylonia. Short halt from Scarab went missing in the previous mission. Our locator has shown his last known location being flooded by the red tide. We sent drones to search, but nobody was found, but it's confirmed there is no possibility of survival. The military has marked Short Halt as KIA. This squad has been assigned to Scarab to fill the vacancy, but I won't suggest sending them to the surface right now. What about Dark Ares? No one's frame is clear. Dark Ares has received their assignment, entered the clean zone, stationing here. Dark Ares. Still risk to send them. Given their precarious ties to Corona, we should assign them some simpler missions toward the outskirts of the clean zone for now, in case we need backup. We've received a security footage from Constella. Lena seems to be connected to the defectors. I recommend issuing a double warrant on Lena, a possible defector, just in case. You want to arrest Lena. Her identity, she can only be Lena. Contending it with the strife between Babel and Kuno would give them more grounds to bring back that test subject. I will go with that for now. What about Lucia from Grey Raven? She's still being monitored by the Science Council. As already determined that nothing's unusual about her, it's just waiting for the Control Court to complete the final steps of their ruling. As long as everything's progressing normally. In that case, we'll wrap up the meeting here. Contact me if there's any updates. He stands up and opens the door, only to find a young commandant who seems to have been waiting outside for a while. Zinka? General Wells. Zinka salutes him. Is there any news on Lena, General? Unfortunately, there's nothing yet. I believe I can go to the service and look for her whereabouts. We are both from Iris Wobbler and... We talked about this many times already, Commandant Zinka. Commander Nikolai? I understand why Iris Wobbler can't be deployed, but Lena... It's good that you care about your team, but you mustn't be too impulsive. The time will come. Be patient. He pauses for a moment before heading back to his office in silence. Outside the conference room door, reflecting the new sign, is a man in a colourful shirt. He leans casually on the wall on the walkway, waving at a woman stepping out. Hi, Rebecca. Working today, huh? Rebecca looks briefly disgusted upon seeing Norman, but she quickly smiles professionally after sighing. What can I do for you, Mr. Norman? Your birthday is in a few days, isn't it? I've prepared a small gift for you. I hope you like it. Norman opens up an exquisite box, and he has hidden inside his cuffs and reveals a pair of beautiful earrings. How did you find out? I'm still capable of getting my hands on a piece of intel or two. Collins, that guy doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. Two members from the control court walk past him, seemingly accustomed to this scenario. They even nod at Norman with a hint of encouragement in their eyes. Although this ruse of yours has given you a legitimate reason to reproach us, you're still being very conspicuous. Rebecca's smile still looks the same from the outside, but her eyes are filled with loathing. Okay, this is worth nothing to my family. Pretending to passionately pursue a record, the debauched son of Norman family never fails to show up inside Colin's office with proper reasons. Get in. Colin's waiting. Don't forget to make an appointment next time. Rebecca sighs before handing the gift back to Norman, but she shakes his head. Keep it. I meant to give it to you. My birthday is worth celebrating, no matter what. Happy birthday. Norman does not seem to be joking, so Rebecca takes a gift once more before stepping aside, watch the smirking man to Colin's office. Hearing the door open, Collins lazily opens his eyes and smile. You and your tricks, Norman. Shame that Rebecca doesn't seem too pleased with it. Although, with that, you know what I'm talking about. Norman smiles before taking a piece of scrap paper with the coordinates of Conservation Area 109 on it. Trojan has arrived in Conservation Area 109. She'll do her best to delay the task force and the Purifying Force from finding the test subject. Collins scratches his chin dismissively. How trustworthy are the coordinates? As trustworthy as our friendship. Well, that's something to look forward to. Is she? finds a test subject, she'll bring her to a place of her range. I wouldn't count on it myself, however. I'm happy as long as she can delay them for a little while. What's next for you? Are you just watching from the sidelines, or are you... You've started the fire, so I don't mind adding fuel to it. I'll get what you want. After all, Norman Corps still needs someone irreproachable to lead them, doesn't it? Colin stresses when he says the word irreproachable. Don't make it sound like you don't want to benefit from it. Of course, only a fool wouldn't exploit such a good opportunity, not to mention that it's about time someone cleans up Pickman's mess. You have to be quick, though. I don't know how long Trojan can store them. Norman stands and nods, preparing to depart. Remember to contact me if your people find out anything new later. Colin waves as he smiles and puts a piece of paper with the coordinates inside the pocket of his favorite suit. Certainly. I'll tell you about Rebecca's favorite dessert next time. How about that? Norman smiles in response to Colin's jest. Ha! It's a deal. Conservation area. The morning air clears any feeling of tiredness. You stayed up late discussing your next course of action with Lee. Last night, you still feel somewhat drowsy. Grey Raven Commandant? The girl with purple hair is knocking on your door with a straight face. Just call me Zod. Is that your name? I still address you as Commandant, though I'm not a Babylonian construct. She performs another complicated set of gestures to greet you, which looks slightly different from the one you performed yesterday. The courtesy of mornings and evenings are naturally different, so are the greetings for meeting the first time and the second. Noticing confusion, she explains. Well, then let's investigate Conservation Area 12 today, like we discussed last night. I've planned our route. Do you wish to confirm it? Of course. Receiving your confirmation, Echo picks up a branch from the ground nearby and starts scratching on the floor. This is the Conservation Area. We'll take this path. Where's your terminal? What is it? There's a map function in the terminal I lent you yesterday. You take out the terminal from her and swipe it a few times, projecting a simple topographic map for you. You can even do that. She turns away, probably hiding her embarrassment from you. My planned route goes through here, extending to here. She traces 2 paths on the map, and you can tell that she's considered them meticulously, so much so that she even predicted the possible enemy locations and areas to avoid. Very detailed. Ahem. Echo clears her throat before carefully inquiring. Will you, bring others with you? The gentleman from yesterday, perhaps? That's not necessary. Despite how much you protested, you convinced Lee late last night not to accompany you, but to follow closely to back you up when needed. If Echo is indeed Corona's chap, you may plan an element of surprise this way. Let's go then. The construct with purple hair steps outside the room without hesitation. Yeah, so I would just leave it as a backup myself. Watch out for the warrior squadron over there. I'm not used to this new UI text. Why are they here? This is the tactical analysis lens Dr. Pickman once equipped on me. Can get some information on the enemy through analysis, but I haven't used it for a long time. Holographic goggles activate. You don't need to say it. They're all the same bloody models. Suspicious target found. Zoom in target, starting data analysis. Start comparative analysis. Target mode Aurora Bastion 11. Target charging status remaining engine about 75%. Target firepower status unknown. Target confirmed. Exiting tactical analysis. Temporary Aurora Squadron Division. Target confirmed. On the top of the mountain ahead. Aurora Bastion is very dangerous. We have to destroy it. Guards won't come after us as long as we don't alert them. We need to save our strength for that machine. I can't get its firepower source for analysis. What is that thing? Who did they manage to get it here? Alright. I'm just gonna ignore them. I just pretend they don't exist. I mean, you can be super stealthy. If they don't exist, they don't exist. I don't know, see how you can just stealth your way through this. Desk, where did everyone go? Our mission is to get to the Tororo mission near the constellation area, not to take a walk. Wait, hey, you over there, where are you from? Traitor, assemble. Protect the Orion Bastion. I really did alert them all. It's hilarious. Let's charge up, shall we? Let's go. That's beautiful. Goodbye. Breaking the chains. Free the people. Break the chains. Echo breathes heavily beside you, struggling. Even with your help, the effects of the interferences on her mind are still going to take some time before they wear off. Why would they? That thing show up here. To retreat to the conservation area. I can still fight. The ambush here, we know that the destruction of conservation area 112 must be related to Utopia. Stick to our route. We should arrive in conservation area 112 tomorrow morning. There's an abandoned outpost ahead of us. Let's rest there tonight. As Echo explains her arrangements, your temple slowly rings. You open the temple to find a new announcement for Babylon, first of which is former Iris Wobbler member Lena is suspected of defecting. On the announcement is a blurry photo which is a figure stands next to the armor holding Echo. Diesel? Lena didn't defect or collude with any defector. Echo frowns and interrupts you angrily. That construct was indeed the one who took Siliki and me away from Constella. He saved me because he believed I had the potential to become a transcendent, but we parted way after he regained consciousness. Why? If Echo wanted to take revenge on Chrono while being hunted by both Babylon and Utopia's Aurora Squadron, she could have easily chosen the defector's assistance. No particular reason. We just hold different principles towards things. Tisk. Righteousness and justice. Do you think they existed in this world? Well, the things you experienced are enough to open your eyes. Only power is eternal. You can achieve the things you said if you have power. Ha. What a naive child. Go if you want. I won't stop you. You'll die in the righteousness and justice you still insist one day. He and I are seeking different things. You claimed you're not Lena. Yet all you said now is from Lena's perspective? Echo never fails to look melancholic when she mentions Lena. I met Lena back in Utopia, but she didn't defect. I never used her identity to collaborate with any defectors either. She helped me tremendously and taught me a lot when I was in Utopia. All I want to do is to destroy Utopia and find Lena. Do you have information on Lena? We got separated when we escaped, but I'm sure she didn't die. She told me she would escape. Lena was a member of Karabu, which was a squad directly under Nikolai's command. Could have only heard that each member had different identities, but no one has ever known the truth. Is Nikolai aware of Lena's disappearance? How did Echo replace Lena and enter Constella when she's so desperate to find Lena now? I didn't clarify in the beginning because I would sound guilty no matter how I describe it. But everything will be clear once we find Utopia. Still sounds like... I'm sorry, I can't offer you more right now. But I know that Babylon probably wants to take advantage of my identity as a test subject. Justice is bound to echo through the land. When Utopia is destroyed and the Aurora Squadron receives their Deserving demise, I'll go back to Babylonia with you. That is, if we uphold our current alliance. I know Utopia has been researching the mind, but I don't know what is capable of this already. Recalling the weapon you encountered during the previous fight, you have indeed never heard of something that is directly interference with Construct's mind. I need you to connect me to stabilizing my mind so we can enter Utopia. As for the questions you have on Lena and me, Aurora Squadron, I'll slowly tell you everything, just like I promised. Your observer buzzes again. It's Lee's visits. He's checked the surroundings and confirmed Echo is not intentionally leading you to a Corona's trap. I don't need to trust me. We're just using each other to get what we need. Pearl-haired girls glisten with resolve. You'll get the intel on Utopia and Corona test subject. I will find Lena and destroy Utopia. Well, a pleasure working with you. You interrupt Echo assembly just before she was about to make a speech. From the information you have gathered so far, there is an unquestionable connection between Echo and Aurora Squadron and the flying fortress named Utopia. Any new information you get from her will certainly help Asimov in your plan. And now, will Project Winter and Aurora Squadron be linked? Well, when we stop to rest tonight, tell me your story then. That's gonna be a long one. Well, isn't that interesting? I might actually end stream for there tonight. Well, certainly is interesting. I do gonna give her some gifts.
あなたからのプレゼントを大事にしまっておきます。そしてこれはそのお礼です。私の代わりにあなたのおそばに。なんですか？真面目すぎて笑ってしまう。でもお礼を言うのは当然のことですよ。これは社交辞令の基本です。
Alright. Well then, so let's look into Ever-Glowing Justice. I certainly will be continuing this next time. And I know I will be... What was it? On Saturday, I will be doing Code Vein with Suki Snow. And on Sunday, I will be playing... Brain Crusader Kings 3 with Catbox. With our American game, it's sort of a slog, but we're getting there. Last time we streamed, we finally made progress. But yeah, it's gonna take some time. Anyway, I will be seeing you all next time. Good luck. Take care.